DZAZANG! And so we get to watch Pretty Privilege in full force. In full force. Over the past few days, I've been blogging about the women and how they've been so impressive. General Dimpane, I know in my book she's a star, somebody who's just about doing her job. And there were other women who testified where I really felt that people were being victimized for doing their jobs. And when the former city manager of Ekurhuleni, because she said, I need to come defend my name. Or her husband said, you need to go and defend your name. And so she comes to the commission and she is there to defend her name. The first thing that I pick up about the city manager is that she really was doing whatever she needed to just keep her job and to stay along. Because she even testifies that she was aware of other women being raped, of being victimized by men in a male-dominated space. And then she speaks about a program that she started herself, and it ran for 7 years, and it was a platform she was creating for women so that they could access opportunities. And this is gonna sound very noble to anybody who's listening. It's gonna sound, wow, she was trying to do something to create another platform on the side. The problem here is that on a government strategy executive, we're talking about from the president's office, it was said that there must be fair representation of women and men and all kinds of different people in government. And if the Ekurhuleni city was male dominated from a senior management perspective, they were not reaching an audit KPI. You don't need to start a new program, my sister. There is a key performance indicator that you were not reaching, where you could have said, no, guys, we keep losing the same points. And the reason we're losing these points is because we are not employing women. As an organization, we need to create systems to enable women to progress. As city manager, you don't have to start a whole brand new program. You have to say, no, hey, in your departments where there's women, you need to now put them on courses and all of that. And when the women came to complain that they were being raped, you were supposed to open criminal charges. You were supposed to go and say, listen, are you going to open cases or what's your issue? Why aren't you opening cases? And if the women say we're scared to lose our jobs, she should have said, go and open a case of rape. Go and open a case. I will protect you. Because the fact that that there now could be this insidious culture within the city where men could treat women, you were only enabling it, my sister. You were not in any way, shape or form helping it. And this is the thing about Pretty Privilege, because when she was doing this new program, groundbreaking stuff, and guys, I don't want to come across like a hater. Look, when women do their jobs, I'm all about it. But I'm not going to come here and be blind. That's not what feminism means. Doesn't mean you must just be blind now. This thing where she starts another program, it's just gaslighting those women, really. As she was a woman gaslighting those women. Because that doesn't take care of the systemic issues. It was very easy for her to open cases for this man because she herself says that he had fathered children with people in the department. I'm going to segue here. It's like that commission that we had, the hearings of Chief Justice in the Eastern Cape, whereby now we are sitting in public hearings that as the public we are paying for to prove whether he raped the secretary or not. No, he should be fired because he was abusing state resources. He was having sex with her on our time. Otherwise, he would have had a mistress and had a mistress on his own time. But this one figured, I can actually have this "we wish you a Merry Christmas" facade with my family. I can knock off at work and be a family man and go home. And then I can do all my shenanigans right here in the office. So I bring this back to, you are not taking care of what was actually the problem. The fact that this man could do this at the office. And there was a case for you there. Because he has fathered, and she did not say fathered a child, said fathered children. There's action that you could have taken based on those elements. My sister, the beauty queen. And you know what? It makes me mad because somebody that's very close to me, because as you know, I've been unemployed for a number of years. I've always been passionate. I've always wanted to work in the public sector, but I just can't get a job there. And, guys, don't ask me why. I just know that I don't steal, I don't do corruption, and word has spread. But the thing is with this woman is that she is not doing anything she's a city manager. This is actually your job, to make sure that your employees are safe, they're protected, they can do their work, and to make sure that they do their work. So that's the first thing I wanted just to take away from everybody, to say, no, this was not a brand new program. Back to Thabo Mbeki's time, Thabo Mbeki was the one who said 50-50. Back then, it became a KPI. It became a requirement, which meant that if as a government department, you are not hiring women at every level of management, you are not compliant. It would have shown up in your audit reports that you're not doing this. Why aren't you doing it? And you'd have to show that you're taking the necessary steps to show that it's actually being done. She did not have to start a brand new program for that, if she did start a brand new program. Number two, I have never in my life, have I, and I've been a manager, I've seen CVs, I've hired people, I've never in my life seen somebody say they had a lower degree than they had. I don't know. There's something fishy going on here with this DLIT. I've never ever heard of somebody writing bachelor's instead of doctor of literature. You might be saying you're a doctor of literature out on the streets, but the thing is, legally we can hold you to what you've written, and if all you've written is bachelor, I'm afraid that's all you have. We can't be doctors by mouth only. That was my second thing, where I was like, oh. You know, like in a CD or in those movies, and it goes, it was scratched. The CD was scratching. It could not make sense to me. Then every time they ask her a question, she doesn't answer the question. She says, Pella, you must know that based on that and based on this. No, there ain't no substitute for the truth. Either it is or it isn't. You see, the truth, it doesn't need via Orlando, via Klipspruit, via Dobsonville. No. The truth is like, no, this is what I did, this is what happened. And unfortunately, she did interviews where she defended not holding people to be accountable for the indiscretions that the crimes that they were committing in the office. Let's just call it what it is. So you are watching criminal behavior take place, and the only thing she's mad about is that they didn't pay her out the rest of her contract when she was pensioning. Like, she didn't get her way with the corruption. So please, there must be, now we have to say corruption basket, humanity basket. Former city manager of a Ekurhuleni municipality, in the corruption basket.